Carrying more than you show. There are times when I look at my life and realize how busy I am and how little there seems to be to point to. Not because nothing is happening, but because so much of what I carry doesn't leave behind proof. There aren't clear milestones. There aren't finished edges. There's no obvious before and after. Just effort. Days filled with managing things, keeping things running, holding pieces together so they don't fall apart, moving from one responsibility to the next without anything ever fully stopping long enough to be completed. From the outside, it can look like not much has changed. From the inside, it feels like constant motion. I carry time. I carry responsibility. I carry decisions that don't announce themselves as important, but still shape the day. I carry the mental weight of remembering what needs to be done, who needs what, and what can't be dropped. None of that shows. It doesn't turn into something I can easily explain. It doesn't turn into progress that fits neatly into a sentence. It just turns into another day handled. When people ask how I've been, I often say I've been busy. Not because that word is accurate, but because it's easier than explaining everything underneath it. Busy hides the complexity. It keeps things simple enough to move on. But busy doesn't capture the feeling of giving so much energy and not seeing a clear result. That's where the frustration lives. There are moments when I wonder why life feels so full and yet still unfinished. Why so much effort seems to go toward maintaining rather than building. Why the work of keeping things upright rarely feels satisfying, even though it's necessary. Sometimes I expected things to look more settled by now. Other times I just wish the effort were visible. At the same time, there's acceptance. Because I know what I'm doing matters, even if it doesn't look impressive. I know that holding things together is work, even if it doesn't produce something new. I know that not everything meaningful leaves behind evidence. Some roles are about progress. Others are about stability. And stability is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't get attention. It only becomes noticeable when it disappears. So I keep carrying what needs to be carried. Not because I don't want more, but because this is what the moment requires. Because someone has to do it. Because if I don't, things don't move forward at all. There's a strange invisibility that comes with being capable. When you handle things well, people stop noticing how much you're handling. When things don't fall apart, no one asks how close they came to doing so. The work disappears into the outcome. I don't carry this with resentment, but I do carry it with awareness. I know there is more happening in my life than meets the eye. I know there is effort that doesn't translate into recognition. I know there are days when I'm exhausted not from doing one big thing, but from doing many small ones without pause. And I know I'm not alone in this. There are many people quietly carrying more than they show. People whose lives look still on the surface, but are constantly moving underneath. People who don't have much to point to, but have given a great deal of themselves anyway. That effort still counts, even when it doesn't look like progress, even when it doesn't feel finished, even when there's nothing to show for it yet. Tonight, I'm not trying to solve that. I'm not trying to justify it or turn it into something inspiring. I'm just acknowledging it. Sometimes carrying more than you show is the work itself. And for now, that recognition feels enough to sit with.